It's too much for me. Every now and then I wanna let go, but I guess this the way that love should feel. Yeah, I swore I'd leave. See no red flags, get my eyes closed. Things might get toxic. Angel disguised as the devil. That ironic. Had the choice to go, but girl, I'd rather stay. Though you get on my nerves, my last nerves. She's mad for me, but she's still mine. Just to feel the rush, just to feel the poison, poison, poison to me. Feels so good, she's dangerous. This toxic love, addicted to the cake, pulling me in, magnet. How can I leave? Just masterpiece, little mischief, you keep crazy. But she can't hide it. Angel disguised as the devil, that ironic. Had the choice to go, but girl, I'd rather stay. You think I'm crazy for keep loving my baby. You know she's bad for me, but she's still mine. Just to feel the rush, just to be that girl. It's poison, poison, poison to me. Feels so good, she's dangerous. Yeah, but she's still mine. I don't care what they think, but she's still mine. We can get crazy, but she's mine. Say what you want, she's still my baby. Yeah, she's mine. We don't care what they think, but she's mine. We can both get crazy. Angel disguised as the devil. That ironic. Had the choice to go, but girl, I'd rather stay. Try to think I'm crazy for keep loving my baby. Even though she's bad for me, but she's still mine. Just to feel the rush, just to be that girl. It's poison, poison.
Share the live, share the live.
Feels so good, she's dangerous. Yeah, but she's still mine. I don't care what they think, but she's still mine. We get crazy, but she's mine. Say what you want, she's still my baby. She's mine.
I've been trying to breathe underwater. I've been trying to hide 'cause I'm scared.
Best ever, bar none.
You ain't shit, you ain't gonna never be shit. And I don't know what's the point of you calling my phone.
Share the live, share the live. Come on, share the live. We're talking Diddy tonight. Let's get it.
You owe me some coochie.
Oh, you know, coochie.
Share the live. Keep sharing it. Keep sharing it.
Produce.
We need 100 people in here tonight. None less.
You know what?
You owe me some coochie.
Alright.
Keep sharing, keep sharing.
Sound rude, bitch, but you owe me some coochie. I done bought your ass some food, bitch, so you owe me some coochie. Brung you around in gas, bitch, so you owe me some coochie. Chicken nuggets with the fries, bitch.
I need at least 5 people in here to start the show.
Fucking with a winner, bitch, so you owe me some coochie. I took you out to dinner, bitch, so you owe me some coochie. I let you use my EBT, so you owe me some coochie. Even hit me cuss at your BD, so you owe me some coochie. Fly you out to see me, then bitch, you owe me some coochie. If I put your ass on TV, then bitch, you owe me some coochie. Take your kids to Chuck E. Cheese, and you owe me some coochie. Mickey D's, you ordered double cheese, and you owe me some coochie. You know you got them double D's, so you owe me some coochie. Bitch, we smoked a bunch of trees, so you owe me some coochie. You say you want your nails done, so you owe me some coochie. You say you want Chanel, huh? Then you owe me some coochie.
Share the live. Come on, share the live.
So you owe me some coochie. Even took your drunk ass friends home, so you owe me some coochie. Your kids be scratching up my car, so you owe me some coochie. Then value shots up at the bar, so you owe me some coochie. I don't mean to sound rude, bitch, but you owe me some coochie. I done bought your ass some food, bitch, so you owe me some coochie. Brung you around in gas, bitch, so you owe me some coochie. Chicken nuggets with the fries, bitch, so you owe me some coochie. You fucking with a winner, bitch, so you owe me some coochie. I took you out to dinner, bitch, so you owe me some coochie. I let you use my EBT, so you owe me some coochie. Even hit me cuss at your BD, so you owe me some coochie. Oh, we been talking for a minute now, so you owe me some coochie. You know I'm trying to hit it now, so you owe me some coochie. You always laugh and joke with me, so you owe me some coochie.
We're going on 1 minute. Share the live.
Smoke with me, so you owe me some coochie. Bought your mama pack of cigarettes, so you owe me some coochie. I ain't got a chance to hit his chest, so you owe me some coochie. Girl, you know you thick as hell, so you owe me some coochie. I know you want this dick as well, so you owe me some coochie. You know that we been dating, bitch, so you owe me some coochie. You know your friends been hating, bitch, so you owe me some coochie.
Share the live.
Wear some Uber Eats, so you owe me some coochie. Pick you up, it was like 2 degrees, so you owe me some coochie. I don't mean to sound rude, bitch, but you owe me some coochie. I done bought you.
We got bitches cut in the building. We in the building, to be told.
Brung you around in gas, bitch, so you owe me some coochie. Chicken nuggets with the fries, bitch, so you owe me some coochie. You fucking with a winner, bitch, so you owe me some coochie. I took you out to dinner, bitch, so you owe me some coochie. I let you use my EBT, so you owe me some coochie. Even hit me cuss at your BD, so you owe me some coochie.
Truth be told, King Clan and in the zone. Real talk, no cap, just truth we own. It's real, we say that, now let's get
Share the live. Granny, what up?
Truth be told, King Clan and in the zone. Real talk, no cap, just truth we own. It's real, we say that, now let's get no. Truth be told, whether he drops smooth and the vibes unfold. True trolls in the track, got vibes unfold.
One more time, we gonna get in this fucking shit started. We talking about Diddy. Diddy free? Or is he free? To be told.
Truth be told, King Clan and in the zone. Real talk, no cap, just truth we own. It's real, we say that, now let's get no. Truth be told, whether he drops smooth and the vibes unfold. True trolls in the track, got vibes unfold. From eyes, one space, still love in the fold. Truth be told, we speak from the soul, no lies, just bold. High takes, no breaks, let the combo roll. If you feel it in your spirit, let the whole world know. Say it loud, say it proud, truth be told. Right here, right now. Yeah. Ooh, please speak what we know, let the truth.
Why you not ready? Like, what we doing? This is the show. Come on. We come on. We may go back and do it again.
First of all, I'm always ready. But you like to put the banner up and put the music on and then come over to what the hell we doing behind the scenes. So I gotta put my thing up because
no,
you're supposed to be doing the intro, not popping in and popping out from behind the stage.
I know what you're talking about. It's a poor excuse.
Well, yeah, you did it yesterday while I was rolling my spliff. Well, no, I was eating a Starburst.
Yo, you were working on this nigga doing construction? What happened?
What's happening? What's going on?
You have a mask.
Remember I texted you yesterday, Glenn.
Yeah, but you didn't text me. You didn't have a mask on yesterday.
Yeah, but because I was in the dark. It was dark enough. It's a little brighter here, so
nigga,
Nigga, what you want me to do? What you want me to do? You want me to show you about my mouth?
Your mouth is fine.
I'm getting some dental work done. What you want me to do, bro?
Go back in the dark.
No, what the hell's wrong with you? How you gonna tell me what to do in my household? Get out of here.
That's what I do. I tell you what to do.
I don't like it. There's somebody already here telling me. I had enough. Okay, there's somebody already here doing that. God damn it.
You had enough?
I said there's somebody else here.
You're not even that
somebody
tall.
else doing that already. There's somebody else doing that already. Name is Trevor.
I'm not. Yeah, well, I'm not on that side.
I don't need two. I don't need one over here. One over there.
You got to make a choice, nigga. You want to smoke or you want to wear the mask? Like you probably just throw the mask.
Wait. First of all, I could smoke.
Listen.
What do you want me to do, Glenn? What do you want?
Listen to me. Hear me out.
Yeah.
You're fortunate because if you know where I'm going with this, there's people out there that need that to work. Unfortunately, you can't get it. It's not like you're permanently. You're gonna recover. So, you know what I'm saying? You know where I'm going, right? You read between.
No, I don't know which direction you're going.
Dental work.
What about the dental work? Yeah, I'm gonna have it done. I'm just saying, I don't right at this moment. I don't want.
You're just not reading between the lines. Anyway, do what you want to do, Kel. I'm glad you're here. What's going on?
When I feel uncomfortable, I'll cover my mouth.
Whenever you feel comfortable, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable.
You know what I'm saying? I know Ventures will be like, yo, let me see what's going on, Kel. Open that mouth, man. Let me see what's going on.
No,
the show's so good, niggas ain't gonna sit back and say, that guy needs dental work. No, they in tune with the show. We in the building. Look, let's not talk about that anymore. Change the subject. Anyway.
I'm your fan, man.
We all hot. I got a sweater on. Just put on the brand. I'm super hot. Anyway.
Not guilty.
We here for
not guilty.
The truth to be told.
Not guilty.
Diddy is
not guilty.
Bitches
not guilty.
Yeah, you need that to work?
No, I'm talking to Granny. Not guilty with the majority. He did get found guilty on 2 of the charges. And the prosecution, if the judge does give him time, the prosecution wants it to be, how do you say it? Not consecutive. What's the other one? Concurrent, right? Yeah, concurrent concurrent is together. So the consecutive is back to back, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they wanted to run consecutive. So it will, if he gets the max, it will be 20 years because he got to do the 10 first and then the 10 again. They're not trying to put it together.
Not guilty.
That's just what he's facing. The judge
lowest 4 years
to a fucking day or a year and a day or whatever. So
we said it yesterday. He could get as low as 4 years.
No, really, I thought he can give him time served.
What they really holding him for? Like, he got. I don't think he get that 10 years.
Yeah, because he can give him anywhere from time served or 1 day to 10 years. So
what do you look at? Is this a win for Diddy? Oh.
I think I think he's in a better position if he had that RICO, and that's what I'm saying. I think it's so crazy that they fucking convicted R. Kelly of doing the same shit and they did not have as much evidence. And Puff could have been charged. The RICO could have been there just from Cassie, but the people felt like the text messages, and they did feel like she was a willing participant.
She definitely was.
They just felt like it was a relationship, and he was just bringing people in. But he just got charged for bringing people, fucking transporting them
as hoes, as prostitutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But R. Kelly, you said it yourself. You have a videotape where he was peeing on somebody.
That's what I'm saying. I think.
Give me out, buddy. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.
See you later.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think that R. Kelly should only be doing time. He should only be doing time for the young girl. He shouldn't. What's the 2 girls' names? Not Giselle. damn, whatever the fuck their names are. I really don't think he should be doing time for them. Because, and then again, if he's got to do the time for them big ass girls, their parents should be doing time too. That's a weird ass picture.
He got off with that the major charge, the racketeering.
Huh?
So he got off with that with the racketeering and the sex charge.
Yeah.
He's still in jail.
He's smiling, He got down on his knees today, and he said, "Oh man, whew." He said, "Shit, I could work the rest out." That's what he said. He said, "I could wiggle myself, with the lesser charges." That's what he's thinking.
Yeah, everybody would be happy to get fucking the RICO. The RICO was like fucking life.
Wait the fuck up. I forgot to do. We didn't introduce ourselves.
Oh,
we just jump. We so hype on this Diddy shit. We even come on now. We got to do better. Somebody's here watching for the first time. Don't know who the fuck these three black people are.
Like, who are you? And you don't have our names up, like nothing.
I know we want to introduce ourselves personally. Person. I don't know why the names ain't showing, but anyway, it is what it is. Ladies first.
Welcome to our channel. I am Dana Anad, aka Vintage Opulence.
I mean, vintage is a word that's you got to look it up. And I say it in my special. It means like rare, one of a kind. It ain't like no bullshit. It's like vintage, like vintage. Yeah.
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah. It's like a good thing.
You heard, Kels?
The evidence you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yeah, look at this. I do, but look at this.
What is that?
Gosh.
You trying to put guns up? Let's not go there. I don't want to be embarrassing.
You're up next, sir. You're up.
I'm embarrassing females, you know what I mean? Calcutta in the building. I'm just here to tell the whole truth. Yeah.
Shake your maracas.
Damn, they too far.
Put your hand up. 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 Put your hand up.
Do you swear that the evidence you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Sure, of course.
Can you mirror your screen? How come your right hand is on that side?
This is my right hand, right?
Yeah, but it should be on this side.
Why?
Glam, let me see your right hand.
Oh yeah, y'all a little different.
Y'all, how come y'all screens are not mirrored? Like, turn them around.
No, I can't.
Diddy's free. Diddy's free of the real, the hard charges. He might go to jail, y'all. I don't know.
You didn't say your name.
I'm gonna say my name. I'm doing talking, and I'm gonna bring it to that.
Oh, you working it out? Okay, I got you.
Working it out. I'm moving it.
Yeah. Have some patience, Vintage.
That's what we was doing. But that's what we was doing.
Have some patience, Vintage. Let the main guy of the show do his thing. Come on.
I am the main guy.
I'm the main character, King Glenn.
Do you swear that the evidence you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Oh, I'm gonna swear y'all in too. If you're watching the show, put your right hand up.
Granny's hand is up.
Granny hand is up. I see you, Granny. If you're watching this for the first time, put your right hand up. I need you to swear and I need you to call it.
Granny, what up?
I need you to subscribe. I need you to get down with this. This is the only podcast you should worry about, to care about, should know about. Truth be told, put your right hand up.
Out there doing like stupid shit.
Put your right hand up because we're doing God's work.
Do you swear that the evidence you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right.
Okay, let me run the video. We're gonna run the video. We gotta get Law and Crime in the building while we sell it in. While some people come in the building, we'll let Law and Crime.
Sean Diddy Combs criminal. You thought that was the only major decision of the day?
Whoa. Like he getting it in the butt.
So that's the only picture that I see.
Is it?
Why my echo?
Hello?
You don't hear the echo?
I definitely hear it. Hold on. Talk.
Hello?
I'm about to remove your ring download. Talk.
Hello?
Oh my God, you might have to leave and come back.
Oh my gosh.
You might have to leave and come back.
What did you do?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mute my mic. What happened?
Not you, Joe.
Oh, okay.
You gotta leave and come back.
What's wrong?
Oh, man. Shut alive, please. Yeah, my mic is echoing. You hear my shit echoing?
I can hear you. I mean,
is it echoing?
No.
You don't hear me talking double?
No.
Hello? Okay, we good. No. Hello? What the fuck?
1 2 1 2.
I don't sound like I'm saying. Randy, how I sound? I'm double speaking. How's I? I'm glad your speech is better.
I hear slight.
I'd say so.
Yeah, you have an echo. And so do I.
Hold on a second.
Shout out to you, Jenny.
Hello?
It's still echoing.
Let's play the video again. Let's see if it clears.
There's a video.
Why I don't hear it?
And Kels don't have it.
Hey everybody, this is another long crime legal alert. Did you know that children are diagnosed with serious conditions like type 2 diabetes? Diagnosed with type 2.
Before married America, Amy was struggling financially as a single parent. She worked as a truck operator.
Guilty. Transportation, Jane, prostitution, Jane, guilty. That was the historic verdict out of the Sean Diddy Combs criminal court today. A split verdict after almost 13 hours of deliberations and weeks of testimony and evidence and arguments. The 12 jurors
even Granny was saying it. Everybody had the except for Kels. Video.
Hello?
Yes.
I don't hear you echoing.
Only Kel not echoing.
I know it's weird. Kels came off his screen and the next thing you know, everybody's echoing for him.
You want me to go out and come back in?
You don't want to echo. You ain't gonna fix that.
No, I don't think it's you.
How to fix this? They might know how to fix it.
Oh, no, wait, go out. I'm going out and came back in. Go out, Kels, and come back in and see what happens.
Go back in.
Okay.
Hello?
Right, so now we're good.
Kel, you can't come back to us.
Granny, how we sound, Granny?
You sound good, Granny? Kel, you got too much noise in the background, Kel. They don't like that shit.
Oh, he probably has to mute.
Mute what?
Kels, come up. He probably has to mute himself when he's not speaking.
Kel, say something.
Hello?
You hear me?
You good now?
Oh, so we better.
You good now? Thanks, Kel. It was your fault.
Sean Combs. More severe charges, the ones that carried the stiffest prison sentence, potentially 15 years to life in prison, but convicted him of the Mann Act charges, which, by the way, carry up to 10 years in prison each, although I will tell you in a filing today from the government, it appears the sentencing range they're looking for is 13
wait. I gotta go back with Vintage.
And the
Vintage.
Presented by Law and Crime, I'm Jesse Weber.
Yeah.
To talk about what happened on this. And if you thought,
Kel, what's going on here, Kel?
You slipped in baby oil. He said, "Come get it, yo! Come get it, yo!"
One last time for old time's sake.
I want the truth.
Coming back there. I'm leaving.
Yeah, he said, "Yeah, this is how he usually feel when he happy. This is his happy bed position right there. That's it right there."
He's like,
Fake friends. Like his ass tooted up in the air.
Who said he was praying to God?
What God was he praying to?
Who said he was praying to that guy? Who said he wasn't praying to the devil?
I'm saying, well, I don't know what God, because I don't.
That nigga could have said, "Yo, devil, thanks for this." Thank you, devil.
Exactly.
God damn, I'm gonna continue your work when I get out.
There was a change of circumstances here. He had just been acquitted of 3 of the charges. So could he make bail? We're going to talk about it. All right. So to discuss the hearing and more, let's bring on once again, hopefully not for the last time, but we're at basically the end of this case until sentencing. Joined once again by long crimes in court reporter Elizabeth Milner. Great to see you.
Yeah, what up, Liz?
Your reaction to the verdict? Is this what you expected? Because let's really briefly explain what happened yesterday. That, you know, we thought it kind of gave us a preview into what would happen today. Not necessarily so.
Yeah, I was not going to lie, Jesse, a little surprised by the verdict in that I really kind of thought there was a really strong case for count 2, that obviously being sex trafficking as it relates to. And that was only
that's on my list.
Because of the questions that the jury
That's
was
a black
asking
lady right
when we
there.
were
She got
bringing some
braids.
notes back, and that was kind of.
Is that a black lady right there
Look like it. Could be.
with braids, blonde braids?
Undone. They look like they need to be retwisted.
It was like 8 men and 4 women.
That's a lot of white men.
Yeah, and majority of them was white.
I see a lot of middle-aged white, like with receding hairline.
Nigga, that's not middle age. That's old.
Oh, nigga.
Those are old people.
He's 35 to 76 or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To what had happened at specific instances that the government point out were allegations of sex trafficking. So I thought because of the tone that was inside the courtroom, the way the family was getting a little bit emotional sitting inside the gallery, even Diddy's demeanor, for the most part, we've seen him kind of really keep up his spirits. But yesterday was really a time where we kind of saw, I think, the weight weighing in on him, that it's possible a conviction on some of the more serious charges were going to happen. And so when the jury came back not guilty on count 1, 2, and 4, you know, I was a little surprised, especially to count 2, but, you know, I do respect the jury's decision. They spent a lot of time listening to this case, listening to all the testimony, listening to all the evidence, and that was the verdict that they had rendered.
Yep. I wasn't surprised that they found him guilty of
transportation. Being found not guilty.
What you said?
Niggas had a baby.
But when he found out he's not guilty,
Not guilty.
Niggas had a baby oil party out.
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah, for somebody slipping on all that fucking baby
oil. Baby oil.
Fucking up the streets of New York.
Slam the child on the hard concrete.
Don't none of them live out here, but they out here spraying fucking baby oil on the goddamn concrete.
Not guilty.
To engage in prostitution. We've been saying since for weeks on this show that felt like a straightforward path to conviction. Wasn't surprised, not guilty with Jane, given some of the gray areas of her testimony, but also the jury didn't even ask for one readback of her testimony or anything to do with her testimony. So it made me think they might have already been decided there. I was surprised about Cassie Ventura sex trafficking just because, like you said, the readback of that testimony, and then shortly thereafter, they came back yesterday and said, we have a verdict on that charge. So I thought they're convinced. And when it came to racketeering, I thought they were still going to be hung because they said they were.
If this describes you, you might qualify for up to $3,800 every month. That's
at an impasse yesterday. It seemed like based on their note, there was no way that would change. The judge told them to continue deliberating. They come back today, and like in an hour, they come back not guilty on racketeering. I'm not really sure what that split ultimately will be. Maybe the jurors will speak out and we'll hear. Got to ask you about Diddy's reaction. Okay, so we have courtroom sketches of what it looked like. You were in there. What was his reaction to the verdict?
Oh, he was very pleased with the verdict. Obviously, I think for the defense and the defendant, that being Sean Combs, I think obviously they would have wanted an acquittal on all the charges. But I think given that they weren't a conviction on the more serious charges of RICO conspiracy and sex trafficking as it relates to Cassie in one charge and Jane in another charge, I think overall Combs was very, very pleased with the jury, to the point where I saw him kind of mouth a little thank you to the jurors as they were still sitting kind of in the jury box, as they were kind of leaving for the end of their day. Obviously, we still have some more matters to address for our end. But in terms of just his reaction, even his family's reaction, Jesse, I think they were so happy knowing that there's such a strong possibility that their father will come home. Obviously, if he would have been convicted on the more serious charges, that might have been a different discussion. But given that he was only convicted on count 3 and 5, that being the Mann Act, it seems like, given that it comes with a lesser penalty and sentencing, I think the family is like, yes, our father is coming home, our loved one is coming home, and we hope to see him very, very soon.
And talk about a reaction outside that courthouse. My gosh, what has been going on out there? There's verbal disputes, people spraying things. What is, just give us a brief summary of what you've witnessed outside that courthouse after the verdict.
I've witnessed a lot, Jesse. A lot was going on. There was kind of, I will even say, pandemonium after the verdict was read. And outside, a lot of Diddy supporters, a lot of people who are kind of with the Free Diddy, I wouldn't say movement, but I guess, they believed in his innocence. They were very pleased, even thinking that it was a possibility he'd just walk outside of that courthouse at some point. But it was a lot of commotion. I did see some people getting to some heated debates, especially in relation to Cassie. I saw some people getting very upset because they believed that the government was trying to take a good man down who did a lot for the culture. Those types of conversations were being had from a lot of people in the public. I even saw some kind of weirder things, and that being people squirting baby oil on themselves. One of the reporters even got some on her shirt by one of the people who were kind of over in that area. And so a lot was going on, to the point that I think the courthouse police were just kind of like, okay, we need everybody to calm down. They have barricades going all the way down the street. I think in the event that Sean Combs would have walked out of that courthouse, it would have just been straight chaos, I think, outside. But for the most part, especially with that not happening around that time frame, that a lot of people, especially his supporters, were very pleased. And obviously for some, they were a little disappointed with the verdict, but for most that we could see here at the courthouse, a lot seemed pleased by today's decision.
So, Elizabeth, let's talk about what happened next, because right after the verdict, it goes into the idea of, can he be released on bail? Okay, and the judge set a hearing for 5 p.m. So later on today, you literally, at the time of this recording, just got out of there. Remember, from a legal point of view, the burden is on the defense to show that Sean Combs is not a danger or won't flee. What was the judge's decision, and why did the judge decide that?
Well, given that the top of our show, Jesse, or the top of your show, because it's a sidebar presented by Law and Crime with the host of Jesse Weber, but given at the top of the show that we didn't announce that Sean Combs walked out of this courthouse, I think it was kind of a little bit of a spoiler for the viewers here that the judge decided to keep him behind bars until his sentencing hearing. So I did see kind of a little bit of disappointment from both Sean Combs and his family after the judge made his decision. So the judge said that the jury convicted the defendant on count 3 and 5. That being the Mann Act. He says bail is denied because the government correctly noted that detention is mandatory and it's not appropriate for Sean Combs to be released on bail given the charges that he's still been convicted of. And so the judge says that
I don't look like Diddy, do
it? That's Diddy, bro. Shit, we all look like that. We behind bars.
Damn, he's mad. What, like, he just gray everywhere.
I'll turn gray too, bro. I'll be slumping everything. I'll be like, shit.
He did, Granny.
They got man boobs. You working out, Diddy?
He got man boobs.
With the defense's argument.
What?
He got man boobs.
Yeah, he got man boobs.
In the belly. Mm-hmm. He in there eating
felony.
Maybe they exaggerating. Probably he probably lose some weight.
Did he eat them honey buns in there?
Nah, he ain't good.
What the hell? You eat noodles?
You hoochie honey buns.
Well, exactly. All them carbs.
Healthy Diddy. He's a healthy nigga. Healthy.
Under 117, and Jesse, you probably know that more than me, requires detention. And he said even if the defendant is required to not be likely to present a danger to the community, the judge even kind of pointing out just some of what we had heard during the trial where the defense conceded that the defendant, Sean Combs, was violent. The judge said, we own the domestic violence. That was a word that he took from the transcript because Mark Agnifilo had said that in open court. He told the jurors that, and he told them that multiple times. And the judge pointed it out multiple times from the transcript. He says that the defendants.
This is crazy.
You know. So he was denied bail. What's that thing?
That was it?
No, I just went and did it.
One by this freako party outside the courthouse and shit. He's out here throwing baby all over the place, man. Unbelievable.
We're gonna get to that more. Let me play this real quick.
I'm just
Today's verdict. Combs' son, Christian, telling ABC News how happy he is.
Hey, yo, we love y'all. We love everybody watching. So happy. Pop's coming home. God bless. God bless the whole world.
What was going through your head when the verdict was read? Happy.
What the fuck they
dancing? We gotta do a side by side of Liz of day one to today. we should do a side by. Liz is looking fabulous.
She is. She does look better, but it's too bad because now they don't need her anymore. But she's
no, she's on to the next. They gonna get her. She's like, yo, Liz, you did a
There's
fabulous
nobody else
job.
that's black. Who they only gonna put her on black cases?
Nah, they gonna keep make us stay to the court at the courthouse to the October sentence. They getting sentenced October. Get your sleeping bag.
October.
Yeah, October.
There's lots of cases. Don't worry, Diddy's not the only. There's lots of cases that law and whatever the show is covers.
I'm saying so black people.
She gonna be on it. Ain't gonna be black people. It's just gonna be Star Liz. That's all it's gonna be. Superstar Liz. That's all we want to see. We want to see her face. That's all it is.
I think that they're just gonna keep for black cases.
They're gonna bring her back for Diddy, of course.
It is 845-366-6717. I said that fast, but it's on the bottom, but it's going across the screen.
Somebody trying to call? Oh, call in, Trevor. Call in. It's on the bottom of the screen.
Great job, Liz. That's all I wanted to say.
She was looking better.
Looking great, Liz.
Thank you, Granny.
Press 1 to send a voicemail. Press 2.
Doing the thing.
Now they want to talk to the cameras.
Yeah, of course. Oh,
Trevor.
That's how you got to do it. Wait till the end.
What happened to Trevor?
Yeah, Trevor. Can you hear him? Trevor, what up?
It sounds like
Can you hear him?
We heard it hang up.
No, he's not. Trevor, you hear him?
No, I heard it hang up.
Trevor, hang up and call back in 30 seconds. I have it linked. I have it linked up. Okay. Trevor, call back in 30 seconds. Can you hear me? All right. I'm gonna give you. I didn't have my Bluetooth on, Trevor. My bad. Trevor, call back in 30 seconds.
Who's that nigga back there dancing with the sun? Like this thing, man, annoying.
He's the one. He the nigga that need a check.
Diddy about to pay $1 million and just be out. Man. That's all it's gonna be. He's gonna get that money out.
What?
Call now, Trevor. Call now.
He's gonna pay some money and he gonna get out. He ain't gonna do nothing. This is it.
Wait a minute, though. You said that his sentencing is all the way in fucking October. It's June right now. That's July.
No.
That's wild.
Press 1 to send.
No, Trevor, what up?
Hello. How's everyone doing today?
Chilling.
Hey, Trevor.
What a day for hip hop.
The truth.
What a day.
What, somebody dropped the album? Now it's dropped the album? What happened? What are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying, TMZ's faces all dropped when the verdict came down. They thought that he was going to get found guilty for RICO charges, and now people are actually creating T-shirts that say that a FRICO is not a RICO. They're already advertising, making money off of this. But I just want to say, despite the verdict, I'm not absolving Diddy in a lot of this stuff, especially that video.
Yeah.
Just to see that, I don't know. He could have been on drugs, but whatever the case may be, like if you're on drugs and you know how you get, you step away from all this stuff. You just don't act out like that. But
and remember, it was like 10, 11 years. You said that ain't you. Wait, who's this?
What's even more interesting is
this Trevor?
Nelson.
Nelson. Hey, Nelson.
Oh, okay, my bad, Nelson. This is Nelson. This is one of my favorites. So he calls in all the time. Go ahead, Nelson.
That shit. He said that ain't me. My heart just jumped. Like, what's happening?
Let Nelson speak.
All right, Nelson.
Get back to it, Nelson.
I personally believe Diddy is not going to do any real jail time at all.
He did jail time, Nelson.
He's the first time.
He did jail time.
No. He did 10 months. No, he did 10 months. I'm talking about like doing significant time after this from the sentencing hearing coming up. Because even though there's a maximum for these charges, there's no minimum. And since he's a first-time offender, that factors into a lot of stuff, and especially being found not guilty with the charges there. So
Nelson,
Nelson,
how much time would you give him? Honestly,
I'm gonna say he probably does like 30 months.
No. I said how much time would you give
30
him?
months.
Not how much time he does. How much time would you give him?
You said 30 months.
I'll give him 5 years.
Woo!
I'll give him 5 years. Simply.
Damn, Nelson. Like, damn. I thought you was a fan. Okay, go ahead, Nelson. Talk your shit.
Simply because it's just because look, the prostitution charges, they're still serious. Those are felonies. Yeah. And despite all that, sometimes people have to, quote unquote, learn a lesson for being found for guilty for anything in the criminal justice system. Gotcha. So I just want to put this something really serious because, after all, this is when you have to speak the truth. This country has a two-tier criminal justice system. That's the one that all of us have to deal with. And then there's the one that people who have money, they get off with these charges, so to speak. But if that were any one of us, and since we don't have the means to fight these people with the pile-on charges like this, we're gone.
Thanks.
So when it comes to these celebrities, I mean, I'm not just guaranteed, but when you got the means and you know stuff is not really going to stick, you'll have a chance to beat it.
Okay.
But it's a serious thing. But he did. Let's not forget that album, No Way Out. He does have a track called Victory. And when you hear those lyrics,
hold on.
When you hear those lyrics,
no, I got what you said. Come on, Nelson. That what you talking about, Nelson? Did you hear it?
He said, I'm gonna win. He said, I'm gonna win because I'm too smart for these cats.
Woo! Oh, Nelson. Oh, he's too smart. But he's going to jail. He's going to jail.
I just think Diddy prepared himself decades in advance for this moment.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, we will see what arrives at the sentencing. But I just wouldn't be shocked if it's a low sentence for him. And we will see where we go there. But I want to touch on one last topic before I go.
Go ahead, Nelson.
Some new developments came out with Jim Jones and Nas. Nas pulled out a power move with the casino joint venture.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, he did.
And Nas is basically saying that he's not on his level without actually saying Jim Jones is not on his level.
Because he doesn't even have to say it. Like,
let's make the power move.
Nelson.
Make the power move. That's all. Make your power moves.
Nelson.
Right.
Nelson, you know how we
it's just at the end of the day, we cannot compare God's son to a fake gangster. It doesn't match.
He said he had the crust of belly.
It doesn't match.
Like
Nelson, I need a favor before you leave. I need you to say, Jim Jones, you're washed, please.
Jim Jones, fucking washed.
Thank you, Nelson.
Thanks for calling.
Nelson always does me that good favor when Nelson, I love you, man. You always do the right thing. You follow me. Jim Jones, you're washed. Okay, we back to Diddy. He went off chopping.
Randy said that
Trevor, you can call up too, Trevor. If you're ready, call up. Then the phone is free.
Sean Combs is not going anywhere. He's not going nowhere no more. I I think that he has, like I said yesterday, he has to reevaluate his friends circle and who he calls brothers and who he says he loves and shit like that. When he's having these toasts amongst other multi-millionaire people. I really do think that he needs to just rebrand himself because he was always but he needs to his whole brand needs to be about being a father figure and doing something with black colleges, especially because he's an educated man.
More oil.
This is so stupid and embarrassing. Like, it's really, really embarrassing.
More oil. They putting oil on their bodies in the court.
Can't look at these grown ass motherfucking men, yo. Look at these niggas, yo.
But these are grown men that want to be women. Hey.
No, don't say grown men don't want to be women. Tell them they gay, all right? They gay men, all right? Come on. Come on, yo. What's wrong with these dudes, yo?
I'm trying to be like, you know.
You gotta go. Trevor, what up? What up?
Hey, Trevor.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin', man? I appreciate y'all playing.
Yes, Trevor in the motherfucking building. Let's get it.
What up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So get your Trevor. What you got?
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all platform. I've been tapped into y'all platform for a while, man. It's nothing but the truth be talked about on y'all show. And you know, I'm glad all this foolishness over with, man.
I'm glad too.
To be honest with you. They call it the court of public opinion, but I feel like it's the court stuff that's been spewed about Diddy. I thought that
caller, wait up. Give me 5 minutes. Go ahead, Trevor. Somebody else calling. Go ahead.
Oprah was going to show up to the court.
Oprah?
Well, you know Oprah wasn't showing up. She done said she ain't have no dealings with him.
She ain't coming to Brooklyn.
I thought not Tyler Perry. What's the pastor?
TD Jakes.
Nah, he had a heart attack. He in hospital somewhere.
No, he's not. He was just sitting with Oprah when they were saying they ain't never been to none of these parties.
So, to be honest with you, I feel like this was underwhelming. I feel like nobody is really being held accountable. Cassie got off really with 30 million. She running off with 30 million. Diddy gonna be home soon, and it just was a crazy situation. But salute to Brian Steele though for beating all these Ricos. He done beat 2 Ricos in 1 year. What's y'all thoughts about that?
I mean,
it's. I do think that is his name. It must really be his work. Yeah, it's really be his work. It's not the name.
Yeah,
Trevor, let me ask you a question. If Diddy had all black attorneys, you think he would have got out successful if he had an all black team? All black lawyers, all black everything. You think he would have got free?
You know, we can't dig up Buddy that beat OJ trial. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? Johnny Cochran.
Shout out to Johnny. Yeah, the glove. The condom don't fit. You gotta quit. He would have the condom. Did he have to put a condom on? He would have to put a condom on. Not the glove.
If the condom don't fit, nah. That's super pause worthy, fam.
I'll pause.
But remember, Puff didn't like condoms, so y'all got to use something else. He didn't like condoms. You got to say if the boiled egg don't fit.
Fingerprints.
Ooh, hold up now.
If the egg don't fit.
I need to copyright that.
The boiled egg don't fit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Somebody from the Cochran team was on his
he had all females though, didn't he?
But I believe one of the females is from the Cochran from when OJ.
Cochran firm. Nah, no way. That'll be an old lady right there. He ain't got no old lady on his team.
I thought one of the women's father was on the Cochran team.
Okay, that sounds like like
that.
Yeah.
Okay, then maybe that's what it. Maybe that was okay.
Yeah, but what's up? I got a question for y'all, and then I'm gonna roll on out and get back to watching the show. But why wasn't he charged with possession of firearms and drugs though?
That wasn't a charge. That was that was with the arson. That was like they dropped that. So that
I believe because they felt like that was hearsay because Kid Cudi didn't necessarily say that it was him because he really couldn't. He just felt like it was Puff. Because he wasn't there, so it's really hearsay. And then the fingerprints that was on the Mazel Tov were female fingerprints.
So the pink stuff and the guns that came out of his house, he wasn't charged with none of that though. So
those guns might be registered to him.
No, those are his guns.
Yeah, the guns might be registered to him, and then the what is it? The coke. I mean, like he's not gonna really get nothing for that.
It wasn't enough.
Yeah, the coke because it really wasn't anything. It was like like a little zip, right?
I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm gone. I appreciate y'all platform, but I just wanted Diddy to not get convicted of things that could have set precedent for people that's not as financially fortunate as him. Thank y'all for your time. I'm gonna get back to the show.
Thank you,
brother. Appreciate you calling, man. The other call, if you want to call up now, call back.
Call back.
Somebody was calling earlier. Yeah, call in.
Yeah.
Shout out to Trevor.
Y'all on fire tonight. But
Diddy didn't do it.
I think that I think he deserves at least 5 years for the, but like, if we are going to look at it as if Cassie was like, abuse is abuse, right? Regardless if you're in a relationship, if the woman doesn't want to press charges, because we know that the state picks up the charges. Like, well, that's how it is in New York. So that he would definitely be, you can do time for domestic violence. So I think that I still do think that he was dangling her career over her head, and he was forcing her to stay in that, in the relationship. But if you are just going by what the jury has to deliberate on, and they're going through the text messages and whatever else that they seen that we didn't see or hear, it does make it seem like she was about that life. And, and she enjoyed it, if not at all times, most of the time.
Yeah, that's why her case was a criminal case.
Charged with the Jane Doe and with
her life
and whoever else, because they wanted that shit. They loved that man,
that's why Cassie's case was a civil case, wasn't criminal. She didn't want to bring it that way. Although she was abused. So
yeah, because he would have did what, 2 fucking years and probably nothing, because it's been so long depending on the job. But it's like, you want these millions and fuck up his credibility, or do you want him to possibly go to jail for a year or 2? She went and she got the money.
Of course. I mean, she got the advice of her lawyers,
Mm-hmm. And if anything happens to her, the first person that they're gonna look at is him.
Why would the fuck? This is crazy. Like, Diddy, Cassie's scared of Diddy. Like, keep him in jail. Like, he's gonna get out of jail regardless. So what we gonna? This not going for life. So why are you writing a letter to the judge?
It was a possibility that he would have been going for life.
But he's not, because he's not guilty of what they were charging him for.
It doesn't matter, okay, but he can still go away for 20 years. That could be his life. When you go in jail, like, you have to come home from prison. So I'm just saying, it's a it is a possibility.
It is a possibility, but he's not. He's gonna come out, and
we don't know that. Just like we didn't know, we could speculate as much as we want. We did not think that this man was. I think most of us, we didn't think that he was going to be found not guilty on that RICO. I really don't think that a lot of us thought that. I did not think that he was going to be found.
I didn't feel confident. That's what I said yesterday.
Everything that he did with Cassie goes under a fucking RICO, though.
No, I understand what you're saying, but I as the case went on, I was like, you know what? You asked it, I was like, nah, this is like 50-50.
Diddy. I said Diddy. Kel, let me ask you a question.
It's going to be 50-50. You only have 2 options.
Let me ask the room. What are you more scared of? If someone says, let Diddy go or let John Gotti go, who would you be more scared to let go? Who are you more scared about retaliation?
I think
about Diddy retaliation. Diddy's not
compare him to another black person, please.
That's the issue right now. This is why they hold it. Is he a menace to society? Is he a menace? Do they feel that way?
Wouldn't call you don't call fucking dangling people off balconies, and not just one person, but two people that might be others. You don't call that being a fucking menace?
No, I don't.
You don't call possibly fucking trying to set somebody's car on fire a menace?
Allegedly.
You don't call a nigga beating a bitch ass
Allegedly.
every fucking day.
A nigga beating a bitch ass right now. He ain't in jail.
On camera. You don't call that
No,
a menace?
no. Is he a menace to society? Not a menace.
How is that not being a menace to society?
Is
Because
Is your
Is he-
friend by Diddy
is
on?
he
Would you feel
when
like
he comes around vintage?
on?
Is he gonna bother vintage? Is he gonna bother me? Is he gonna bother Glam?
Yeah, but
Within
there's
100
people that are
yards.
scared. There's people that
You
scared.
know,
Fucking
I'm
Aubrey
not-
O'Day said that she's fucking scared. So
Right,
yes,
no.
there are people. There's people that there's people that he have already threatened.
So no. What I'm all right. No, I got that. But listen. You think he's gonna run back to really try to get to the same? I don't think he's just gonna go back and be like, let me go violate everybody. I just got out of jail. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think he's a menace in a way like, yo, let me get all my bodyguards and let me go to people. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think he learned his lesson.
Kels, he
I don't
doesn't have
think-
to do anything himself.
No, I understand that, but why would he want to go back and do that? Like after all of this,
Some people
that wouldn't make no sense.
That's just what they do. They don't learn lessons. We were just talking about learning lessons yesterday. Some people just don't learn lessons, so they go back. That's how you have repeat offenders. That's how you have
Right, I
jail.
understand that, but we're not gonna call him. We're not gonna call him a repeat offender. I mean, I'm just saying he's not a
we
repeat
can't
offender.
call him that because we don't know.
not-
We don't know what's going to
Right.
happen after this. He might be.
Right,
He might.
so right,
He
it's
might
right.
find one woman and love her and not
Right.
put his hands on her, not pee on her, not sell her
Right.
body, not
Right.
fucking do anything. He
Right.
might have
That's
learned
it.
his lesson, but we don't know.
Right.
And
So
this has
if we
been
don't
this man's
know,
life
so
for
if
many
we don't
years.
know, all right. If we don't know, do we keep him behind because we don't know? Well, what do we do? You know.
I don't care about 50.
Glam is the one that said lock him up for life. I think that he deserves another chance too.
I didn't say lock Diddy up for life.
Nigga, yes you did. Kels was on here yesterday with us. Yes, you did.
I got a screenshot that for me. I don't remember saying lock Diddy up for life.
You put your hand up every day on this show and say you're gonna tell the truth and always lie at the end.
I never said lock Diddy up for life. I just say he's a.
Yes, you did. You said because there's no lesson learned in 5 years.
No, I said either give him life or let him free. You can't do this. What they doing today, giving them a.
Yes, you see. It's the same thing that I just said, though. It's the same thing. So, do you think that he? Glam seems to not think that he can learn a lesson. This is not a lesson learned. The only lesson to be learned is life in prison, and I don't think that because how are you
Right.
giving him another chance?
Well, I understand what Glam is saying. Either give him life, or don't play this little game that with this little 4 and 5 years and 10 years shit. Just let him go.
On the wrist.
No. Wait, hold up. Are y'all crazy? You don't
No,
just give
we're not.
somebody fucking life to learn a lesson.
Yes, you do.
Not to say learn a lesson.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Give them 3 years. They don't learn
You
lesson.
think that niggas? You don't think nobody that got life ain't learned no lesson?
What difference does it make? They're in jail for fucking life, so they can't really do anything anymore.
Right. So that would be the same. That would be the same situation with Diddy. If he got life, he'd be like, "Damn, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that." That would be lessons learned. You understand? This is exactly what I'm saying.
We're not giving him a couple of days
again, but we're not giving that person.
He's coming out.
We're not giving that person the opportunity to show
All
whether
right, let's
they
look at it this way.
or not. Of course,
He's gonna come out.
They'll be kicking themselves like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
He's gonna
But-
come out eventually. He's gonna pay a fine or something's gonna happen. What's gonna happen? Like at this point in time, he's practically free. Like
he is free.
And you gotta listen to the word. You gotta listen to the wordage is up to 10 years and whatever.
Right.
So that means there is he could be charged with less. He could be charged with 4 years.
We said
He
that
could pay-
he could be charged
He
with
could pay,
nothing.
he could pay $2 million. and
Well,
be
I don't
out.
know is that I don't know if that's his restitution, like $2 million.
When at first when he got cleared, His bail was supposed to be $1 million, but then the judge did this. He could have got out today.
Just
yeah, he could have. But the prosecution said that, I guess by law, with these charges, they said it at the end of Law and Crime, but with these charges, you don't just let somebody out.
Yeah, but he's getting out though. Like he's gonna eventually get out. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not doing.
It doesn't matter. He may not get out for the next 10 or 20 years, 5, 15, whatever many years. He's not out right now.
So Diddy didn't win today. He's staying into October, so it wasn't a win-win for him. So I don't know. So we're not celebrating it.
It's better than him being charged with a RICO, but no, yeah, it's not really a win because he's still locked up. He won't be getting sentenced to October, and then he still doesn't nobody knows what kind of sentencing they're gonna give him. Again, the man may give him 20 years, and Puff is how old? 20 years of his life in prison can be fucking life.
I see probation coming, ankle monitor. That's what I see.
10 years. Yeah, I think.
What do the lawyers say? Let me hear that.
They're gonna monitor him for a while. You know, you're not gonna be able to.
Sean Combs. It's a great victory for the jury system.
How's a victory? He's guilty of some shit. Y'all niggas ain't cleaning it up.
You saw that
RICO charge.
It's lawyer talk right here, bro. That's a victory, bro.
You niggas look at all their pockets. They all that money in their pockets.
That's really all they care. That's really all they cared about because with these charges, he has a better chance, to do less time.
Their job ain't over. They got to just work on those lesser crimes. Be like, okay, what could we do? Let's talk to the prosecutor. They're going to be going in the meeting room.
Right.
They're going to see what's up.
Because that RICO, there was nothing around that.
Exactly.
Where the black people at? Why the black people at the end? But they can't be seen. Like, what kind of shit is this? I think this is a conspiracy.
Southern District of New York prosecutors.
Niggas. Y'all gave up on him. He gave up on y'all.
Who gave up on who?
Puff gave up on y'all niggas. Y'all gave up on him.
I want the truth.
That was kicking that horse while he was down. He said he not fucking with none of y'all black people no more. Only white people on his team.
White people believe in you. You got that money. They believe it.
Only whites and Asians on his team.
I believe you could fly, Diddy. You got that money? Get it popping.
Aim at him with all that they had. They're not stopping, but one thing stands between all of us and a prison, and that is a jury of 12 citizens. And we had a wonderful jury. They listened to every word, and they got the situation right, or certainly right enough. They acquitted him of the sex trafficking, which he was absolutely innocent of. They acquitted him of the racketeering conspiracy that he was absolutely innocent of, and all of the components to it. The kidnapping, he was innocent of that. The arson, he was innocent of that. The obstructing justice, he was innocent of that. And that is no longer just me saying that. That is the verdict of our jury. So today is a great day. Today is a win. Today is a victory of all victories for Sean Combs and our legal team. And I want to say one thing. There are very few people around whom a legal team could coalesce and become one. And Sean Combs is that person, and we are all blessed to be part of it. And I am now done speaking to you, and I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Garagos. Today's a great.
Good.
That nigga said, I'm done talking. He was like, he was acquitted. I'm done talking to you niggers out here. Bullshit.
I had enough of y'all niggas.
That nigga had a team of 8. He had 8 attorneys.
I've spoken of.
Like, wild. But you know what? He put his money to good use, clearly. They were able to prove their case, and it is what it is. You know, Puff, he didn't do nothing to us personally.
I want the truth.
It's the negative things that we hear about him, which we don't necessarily know is true or not. But for the most part, we all believe. And then it was that video that clip that he lied about. So, you know, he's a low down dirty dog. But and then again, we may think that he had helped in the murder of Pac and Biggie, but again, we don't know that. So the man, as of what we know, he's not a murderer, so he doesn't deserve to be locked up for life. I really don't think he's been there for 20 years. But, you know, there's a possibility.
Well, Flex don't just think Cassie's a victim.
There's going to be a lot of people speaking out now.
You can read that, Cal?
Yeah, Granny.
Hold on. Damn, okay. No, I can't see it.
Can't see it?
Just
read it. I know you can see it over your TV.
I think Cassie has been through a lot, especially at the young age. She is such a nice person and always gave off good energy. I hope her and her family overcome all the pain that they're going through. The entertainment business is a dangerous environment that everyone is not built for. I do think you and your lawyers should give it a rest. You threatened to drop a book, then got paid out to not drop the book. If you cared so much to get your message out, you would have dropped the book. I get it. It's a case. You had to testify. You 30 mil up and 10 mil up from the hotel. You plan this lick. Please don't be mad at me, but I don't see you as a victim. You was young, Diddy made bad choices, and you made bad choices. When do you plan to teach girls not to make the same mistakes you made? That's my opinion at Cassie.
Flex, you know you got to drop the ball.
Flex is he's walking the wire there, buddy.
I do think that this was like very, very, very well played. If I was Puff, I would hate fucking Cass. Like I would hate that girl. Like hate her.
Cassie did him dirty.
Yeah, she really, really did. And she lit like she is 30. What is she? No, she got 20 million from him.
Yeah.
You got 30 million.
No, she got 30 million.
She got 20 million from
Puff, 10 million from the hotel. So she's 30 million up. The nigga, his everything was dragged through the mud. He still might do time. Like I would hate her guts.
You know what's so crazy? Cassie would have got more if she would have came out earlier. Imagine that. Imagine she would have came out earlier, how much money she would have got because of how fresh it would be.
So and then Flex said that she
paid
to not put the book out. Was that that's an additional payment before the 20 mil?
I don't know nothing about that book that he was talking about, but
y'all already
it is what it is. Listen, we saw the videotape. We saw how violent he can be, and that's the whole thing. Is she the only one?
Capacity.
Say again?
She was a victim to some extent. She definitely was a victim. I'm not going to say she wasn't.
I'm going to say they were scared. They fed him. They were drugged up. They ain't thinking straight at the time. You got to wait till your brain clears for you to do something.
Yeah, but they were actually taking drugs to get through what the fuck he was putting them through. And it wasn't just Cassie that said that. It was the Jane Doe. It was all of them that said it. But the thing is, y'all continue to fucking take the drugs to take y'all out of that setting that y'all didn't want to be in, that y'all was still in because y'all wanted that man's money. So I'm not even blaming that shit on drugs because the drugs was to ease them out of whatever it was that they were going through. The drugs wasn't making them do anything.
Listen, she the only one that got money out of it. So,
but we don't know. Look what happened with Gina. Gina again was nowhere to be found, and here she goes. She pops up, and Jane, her rent is still being fucking paid.
I want the truth.
So they all came off of something. The people who were subpoenaed, they got immunity, so they don't have to do no time. Like, good luck finding a job somewhere else. But
you should have known that was coming. That videotape just said it all, and that was it. That was it. That was the demise right there. So that was his demise right there. The videotape. That was it.
And then we got to think, everybody is not going to find him guilty on everything because he beat her ass. You have to follow the law. You know what I'm saying? There was no abuse charge in there.
Yeah.
So you can't just lock him up forever because he was beating up on her for 11 years.
I want to know who's going to the first Diddy party when he get out.
But they alone know what happened to them. And they had prosecutors that believed in them and believed their story and became their voice.
Well, your thoughts on what this means for the victims?
For the victims, I think this is a slap in the face for the victims. I think this is going to deter victims from coming forward and telling their story and being the voice for the voiceless, in the sense of representing other victims that are not willing to come forward. I know that for a fact, I'm sure that the prosecution right now is very upset with this verdict because they definitely put a lot of time into this prosecution, into this investigation. And they also did a lot of comforting of trying to give strength to these women, to Jane and to Cassie, to come forward, to show their face, to share their story. And this is not just like any other regular domestic violence case or just any type of abuse case. You're dealing that they were stepping forward to speak against a music mogul, a person who had the key to New York City, one of the most powerful people in the industry. So just think of how scared they were to come forward and to tell their story, and scared of what could happen once they came forward. Because I'm sure with social media and people talking in the news that they have received a lot of threats and people commenting about who they are and what they've done and that there are liars. But they alone know what happened to them. And they had prosecutors that believed in them and believed their story and became their voice.
Well, your thoughts?
I don't know. I try to watch. I watch her often. What's her name? Bernarda Villalola. Bernarda Villalola. That's her name.
I changed when they gave Puff the key to the city. I changed all my locks to the fingerprint keypad.
I get that joke. I get it. I got it. I want it with that one.
He doesn't get it. The sound effect guy.
Well, that. I understand why I fly over.
No.
You got to give her that one. Yeah, give her that one. Give her that one. Give her that one. She needs that one.
No. That wasn't womp. That was a badum shish.
Yeah.
Thank you.
People have to say, wait a minute, let me think about that. What she said?
He wasn't interested Oh, Granny said he didn't get charged with abuse because of the statute of limitation.
She did.
Oh, Mathis, what you said, brother? Let me my man here.
Everybody talking now?
State transportation of prostitutes, two counts, and has been denied bail. Although I really am concerned about the assaults against the women, particularly disrespecting Black women as such, we must go with what he has been convicted of and respect the jury. And as I had predicted, he should be convicted after hearing and closing arguments of only the 2 counts of interstate transportation of prostitutes. We'll see in the future. Listen to us this next week on the Mathis verdict, as we'll talk about the entire case and the sentencing. The sentencing guideline for a first-time offender is 21 months to 27 months for each count. We'll see whether they're consecutive, whether they're concurrent, or if he deviates from that first-time offender assessment or sentence, if you will. Stay tuned.
That's a little less than 2 years.
That's been 2 years. Look at
a little less than 2 years. So Yeah, he could be doing like 4 years.
Talking it out right now.
Explain why you're giving those out. What made you want to do that?
Honestly, the shirt is self-explanatory, right? So he's in here for doing this, right? But they're trying to make you think that he's in there for this. A FRICO is not a RICO. What you're doing in your own bedroom is not against the law, right? He's making porn tapes with his girlfriend, consenting porn tapes. Now, some people might call it, oh, that's immoral. Well, a lot of stuff that we do, you're not gonna like. I'm not gonna like some things that you do, but it's my personal business, right? So for example, I have a transgender child, right? My child is going from male to female. I'm a single dad raising my transgender, right? You got some people that will say, well, how can you? That's my child. My love don't have an expiration date.
Is Diddy supportive of your child too?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's yeah. Why wouldn't he be? That's his niece. Why wouldn't he be? Best friend.
Hold that up for me and kind of explain why
who
you're
is
giving
that?
those out. What made you want to do that?
City Peoples. That's the Peoples.
No, but he said, of course he is. That's his niece.
His child is a transgender.
Yeah, but his child is Puffy's niece now.
It's not his niece, but I mean, they're family. So.
But what was the question that he asked for him to even like? How did Puffy get in there? Like,
back?
Yeah.
Best friend.
Hold that up for me and kind of explain why you're giving those out. What made you want to do that?
Honestly, the shirt is self-explanatory, right? So he's in here for doing this, right? But they're trying to make you think that he's in there for this. A FRICO is not a RICO. What you're doing in your own bedroom is not against the law, right? He's making porn tapes with his girlfriend, consenting porn tapes. Now, some people might call it, oh, that's immoral. Well, a lot of stuff that we do, you're not gonna like. I'm not gonna like some things that you do, but it's my personal business, right? So for example, I have a transgender child, right? My child is going from male to female. I'm a single dad raising my transgender, right? You got some people that will say, well, how can you? That's my child. My love don't have an expiration date.
Is Diddy supportive of your child too?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's yeah. Why wouldn't he be? That's his niece.
Is Diddy
Why wouldn't he be?
supportive of his child?
Best friend.
Why would he ask that?
Honestly, the shirt is self-explanatory, right? So he's in here for doing this, right? But they're trying to make you think that he's in there for this. A FRICO is not a RICO. What you're doing in your own bedroom is not against the law, right? He's making porn tapes with his girlfriend, consenting porn tapes. Now, some people might call it, oh, that's immoral. Well, a lot of stuff that we do, you're not gonna like. I'm not gonna like some things that you do, but it's my personal business, right? So for example, I have a transgender child, right? My child is going from male to female. I'm a single dad raising my transgender, right? You got some people that will say, well, how can you? That's my child. My love don't have an expiration date.
Your child too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's yeah. Why wouldn't he be? That's his niece. Why wouldn't he be?
That's his niece.
He said, I'm raising my transgender.
I want the truth.
Nigga, this fucking man. His man is a woman.
The shirt makes sense.
Yeah, would you rate your transgender child?
I don't know what you asking me, Glenn.
The truth.
Yeah, would you rate your transgender child? Like him?
Why are you even asking?
You mean how would I raise my transgender child?
If your child said, I'm putting a skirt on, and we going to the game.
I haven't had that opportunity. I think I'm past the parent raising stage right now. They good, none of my kids. I got 2 boys, 2 girls. That's what it is. That's how it's gonna be.
Listen, you gotta
the truth.
And do anything else, if that had happened, I would have had to deal with it some way, somehow. But I didn't, so I'm good.
The shirts make sense. He'll probably make a lot of money.
Probably.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I don't like the print, but
and the color, like, why the fuck you guys? It just looks. It's just calling.
You know, like put something on, put 2 people humping on there, something like that. Like,
I want the truth.
It says, "Hey, girl."
Hey, Diddy, oil.
Put a baby oil bottle on the shirt. You gotta smooth that shirt up.
Nah, he couldn't put the baby oil because that'll be copyright.
No, I'm saying the shape of the baby oil. Put a bottle on, put a little squirts out. You know what I mean? Just you got to use your animation, use your imagination. That's all this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know.
Like some oil spills, some like blotches.
Yeah,
on the floor.
exactly. You know,
the
girl
oil
taking it in the mouth, all that. You know what I mean? Oh wait,
On the shirt, right?
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
warming up at the
just a figure, like a little cartoon or something like
And
that.
that what's his name? Judge Mathis. The only black one that was on that stand was Dawn. So stop saying black women. Puff don't really like black women.
I want the truth.
Gina's like, 50 Cent baby mother's not a black woman?
No.
She's not?
She's Asian.
You sure?
She's Asian.
She's not 100% Asian.
She's Asian, just like Dana is Asian, just like
She's not 100%.
Gina says that one of her parents is black. And she actually she sounds like it too, but she says that because she says the word nigga. And when she was going through the beef with Carisha, she was people were saying her to stop saying nigga. She was like one of her parents is black. I don't know, maybe it might be her father. I don't know. What? So I think she's supposed to be half black. The one who we just seen the video who they found her in the parking lot.
Yeah.
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 But Puff don't like, the only black woman that he really, really liked was Kim.
Kim.
Yeah. When she was nice and chocolate, he went all the way. He like Asians and then one chocolate lady. Like he just total opposite.
What did he?
Yeah, try different flavors, you know.
I mean, I'm just glad there's no white women up in there.
What is this?
She's using one of Puff's alleged victims for a fucking meme. She said, "I'm going bad."
Is that Bieber? That's Justin? Oh, yeah. That's okay.
Yes, it is. She's like, "What's tea? I'm going back."
Clock in the tea.
Mm-hmm. Clock it.
Gotta relax.
Poppy is free. Go, Poppy. Damn. This girl, I'm not gonna say I don't blame her, but you can't blame her because how else is she gonna survive?
Oh.
No mature, grown ass man that's about anything is gonna want her. Like she can't hold a conversation.
You can't.
She can barely speak. And like, what are you gonna have in common with her?
Oh, testify.
Like there's nothing. I don't even know how Puff dealt with it. Like she probably just kept his dick in her mouth because there's no conversation that educated ass Puff could have with a motherfucking when the nigga was like 25. There's nothing there.
She got a law degree. Does she got a degree?
They can't. She got a what?
Does she got like a BA or associate or something like that in something? She got something. Cal, you do?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
First of all, that's not even worth Googling. She has nothing. She has nothing. She doesn't even have a high school diploma. That's not worth Googling. Don't even fucking bother Google with that bullshit.
So Miami law degree. No.
Yeah, that might say come and get your law degree in Miami.
You don't think she got a little
I
bit?
I don't think that she's taking these free classes from Harvard either. Yes, clock that T. I don't think that she's taking those classes from. You have to have a high school diploma or a fucking GED to take college classes. Damn. We've never seen a graduation photo, a yearbook photo, nothing of this girl. Damn. So I mean, please, y'all gotta stop. She just listen. I'm not even gonna be mad at her if she goes back to him because the girl has to survive. She has to. Damn.
We all got to go to school. I mean
we all should go to school.
That's how popular.
And then actually, no, we don't. Everybody doesn't have to go to school.
I might be on Vince's side with this one.
That's how popular.
I think I'm on Vince's side. I don't think she's educated like that. She should stop at 6th grade. I feel like 6th grade was it. That's it. That was.
Can you somebody Google what high school or college Young Miami attended, please? I think she has some form of education. They're trying to say she lacks education. She never went to higher degree. I need y'all to Google it. Can we? I'm
Well,
sure.
if I didn't know, if I didn't know you, I wouldn't. But sometimes with the shit that you be saying,
I'm sure that Young Miami went to high school at least, and she just finished.
Can't Google it. I didn't.
I'm not wasting my Google. I'm sorry.
I'm wasting my.
Google it, Vintage.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Let's see
No,
how
Google
educated.
Google it, Vintage, because you the one that's making a comment about she had no high.
But you swear that she did, so you find the evidence.
Oh, okay.
You're the one that has to prove it.
I don't have to.
Yeah, you do.
All right, let's go low.
You said she has it, so let me see it.
Graduate high school. How about that? Just go there. High school. No, don't even go to college yet. Just
don't need to waste your time with college.
High school. I'm going right now. The Young Miami go to high school. She went to Memorial High School, so it's right here. So you Google it.
Not did she go? Did she graduate, guys?
What year did my Young Miami graduate high school? 2012. She graduated. There you go, yo.
Okay, college now.
She was It probably said she was
I didn't
supposed
say
to graduate in
high
2012.
school. I don't know about college. I don't.
Listen, I don't believe that. I'm sorry, I don't believe that.
Look, it's right. Did Young Miami go to college? Yes, Young Miami announced that she will be taking classes at Harvard University. Harvard University.
You can't even get that out.
I'm gonna close that up. I'm not gonna read the rest of that. I'm not gonna entertain that.
Exactly.
Somebody,
come on.
AI is acting goofy tonight.
No, she did post something saying, and then the grammar of it just was like off, because it's like it must have been like a text message from maybe somebody else who signed her up, which also goes to, that has something to say for her, because why are you not getting your own email? Show us an email from your email, not a text message that says your classes in Harvard starts on Wednesday. At the end. So it's just too much. And then she went and did, like in the beginning of the classes where you do like your introduction. And you just put that in a little discussion, and then you responded to your classmates or whatever. She posted that. And people like, oh my gosh, yes. Son, it was an introduction that probably wasn't even hers.
Imagine she really,
like, y'all are getting hype over that.
not she really smart, Glam. Like she's really on the low. Like she's just playing dumb. That I feel that. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. Yeah, she playing dumb.
Nah, I think that she's like Trump. They know how to make money, but they're really just like uneducated, but they're smart in a way of scheming.
I don't know. I lost you. My ass went. Remember, I had a surgery.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, you're not gonna get it.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't even understand what you right there with Young Miami. I don't even understand what you're saying.
All right, fine. Sorry. All right, whatever. You're not.
I don't even know the coalition.
He is not intelligent and not book smart like some people. Like they're not, but they know how to scheme and make money. Like somebody else.
I just think I don't know who else is making money, but whatever. What I'm saying is she's smart. She's smart on the low. Not. She's just smart. She's an intelligent person. She's just playing dumb right now. Ain't marketing nothing. That's why she said she could go to Harvard. That's what I believe. That's what I believe.
You really think that she's smart?
I'll be like in 4 years. The next thing she got to do. She walking down the aisle of Harvard in 4 years. We're gonna be like, look at this shit. You see, look at this.
No, because anybody can take an online class for you. How you think Megan got her degree?
Megan went to school.
Megan went to school? No, she didn't. When did she have time to go to school? Kelsey said she took.
But listen, my niece just graduated. Yeah, she went to online school. So what's wrong with online school?
I'm not saying there is anything wrong with online school, but I'm saying it is a strong possibility that anybody can take an online class for anybody else. That's what I'm saying. Just because your name is don't mean you work for it.
Well, I understand you weighing on that negative side, but they may be smart. How about that? Maybe they.
My glasses always half empty.
Yeah, maybe they got some brain waves that work. They're just not just rapping.
Call up if you want to talk about it.
Or they just give.
They don't rap, and it's not gonna last forever. So they just preparing for the future. Is Nikki a graduate of college? No, I don't think so. Yeah, she didn't.
So,
She didn't. Yeah,
but she
so.
did say some months back, she did say that she wants to go back. So
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We'll
That's
see.
a move. She do it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Diddy and Jimmy.
We're all college graduates. We have multiple degrees, so no need to look at us like we're dumb.
Somebody come free Diddy.
I was smart before the degree. So.
Oh yeah. Clearly we were because we went and got one. But you keep saying free Diddy. Diddy is about to serve at least 4 years.
That nigga just gonna serve 2.5 and he's out. Vintage.
He can't serve 4.5.
Yes, he is. He's gonna serve those 2 years consecutively. He's not gonna. It's gonna be concurrent charges. That's
No,
what
it's not. They already said they don't want it to be concurrent.
I understand what they said, what they wanted, but guess what? It ain't over. They in the meeting room. They said, "Listen, this is a mogul. We can't just have him in jail. Yes, we're gonna give him the time. What you want? You want a year, time served, $1 million? Come on, we got that. Let's go. You know, let him out. He's not a menace to society. He's not gonna kill nobody. I mean, come on, let's go. This is a first time offense. Is that? Oh, he's lucky. He is fortunate on that part.
Yeah. That one, he's very. Yeah, that's gonna make it good for him.
He 2 years. I think it's glamour. 2 years. 2 years glamour. October. 2 years. It's gonna be like 60 months in October. That nigga coming out in the next 4. He's gonna be like, yeah, Diddy's coming out in 4 months. Happy New Year. That ain't gonna come out with a new year like, yo, take this, baby.
He needs to stay away from alcohol and stay away from the hard drugs.
Stay away from the baby oils. Come on. What are we talking about? Have we seen more baby oil and alcohol? What are we saying?
And guess what? He might not even be ashamed when he comes out. He might just be like, fuck it. Yeah, I got it. So
part of that nigga, they're gonna ban him from baby oil. I'm telling you, that's gonna be one of the stipulations. No baby oil for you, nigga. Astrogels is a no.
Baby oil.
Anything slippery, Wesson oil, anything.
You said he was hard.
Yeah, I think he coming out. He gonna come out. You know, he gonna do a little bit more time. October is, you know.
Cassie and
October's right there. October, if you really look at it, it's right.
Yeah, that's wild. October.
That's a long motherfucking time.
Yeah, yo, anything can happen to him.
That's like you in jail to October? Summer ain't yours. Summer over, nigga. No summer love.
I know. I mean, I think they looking at that. If October come around, if they get a. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a short. It's not even gonna be 4 years. Vintage. It's not gonna be 4 years. I don't believe it. It's gonna be like something small. He gonna pay something again, and he gonna be out. Happy New Year.
He's a menace to society. They're not gonna let him out.
That's the only thing they contemplate, and they not. I don't think. Just like you said earlier, who would you want out, Gotti or Diddy? Give me Diddy. Come on, Diddy. Diddy's gonna throw a party.
I don't want Gotti.
Gotti's gonna set me up to die. He's gonna.
I don't think Diddy got that in him to want to put a hit out on Cassie. I don't think he's caring about Cassie that much.
Was Gotti doing anything to colored folk or just his Italians?
His Italians.
Why do we care? He wasn't harming us.
But I'm
just saying the principle of it all. Not that I'm just saying. Would you want a guy like that? Let's change it for vintage. Because
you want Gotti in the streets.
That's what I'm saying.
She's taking it literal. What I'm saying. Would you want a guy like Gotti out, or would you want a guy like Diddy out? I would rather a guy like Diddy out.
But the thing is, a guy like Gotti is we can't really compare him because a guy like Gotti wasn't fucking with colored folk.
I'm not saying that. Vintage, I'm not saying that. Vintage. Let's get to the principle of the matter. I'm not talking.
I get the principle. The principle is still he was fucking Italian.
No, that's not it. He was killing folks. Do you want somebody?
Yeah, he was, but he was.
All right, let me. Do you want somebody who was killing folks that somebody was freaking folks? How about that? Is that better for you? Is that better?
We don't know somebody out that was freaking.
If he was freaking folks,
we don't know if he was killing folk or not.
Who, Gotti?
Well,
he was. You know
We don't
what?
know.
I'm not playing no games with you. Nobody. You are just the party
A lot
is
of people
gone.
around him had pneumonia. Let's not act like this.
No, I'm not saying that part. I'm just saying, is he a menace to society? Is really like
I think if you're an abuser, yeah, you
Gotti
are.
is a menace to
Especially when
society.
you abusing her out in the motherfucking public in front of a bunch of people.
But is he a menace to society?
He is.
You see,
Because he also
Gotti,
was hanging people off the balconies.
somebody like Gotti is a
Lies.
menace to society. He is that's a menace to society. I can understand where you come from, Glam. He's a menace to society, Gotti. But I don't think Puffy is. He's not a I think he has some, individual problems with folks. If I can put it like that. But I don't think he's gonna come out. He ain't gonna be that dumb. Let me start this shit over again. Puffy gonna look for the next. He's gonna look for the next hit. That's what he's gonna. He's gonna be like, yo, my next video is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, but I don't even think that anybody wanted to do music with him before this. So nobody's doing music with him anymore.
Nobody's listening. Nobody's doing Diddy songs.
Yeah, nobody's doing music with Puff anymore. As far as a label, like him managing, having a label.
The label is not there for no reason. It's something going to happen. He got to give it to his children. They got to continue that.
Get it? But it's that dirty money. That's what the label is there for.
So I'm just saying, man, it's not like they ain't gonna try and get no artists. That's probably they're gonna try and get artists.
The only artist he's gonna get
brand new year is gonna be a brand new year, brand new Diddy, brand new look, baby. That's how he's gonna bring it out. He's gonna market it.
He was fucking with people's money with the artists before.
He has a change of heart. This has taught him a lesson. Glamour said it. This is a lesson. It's
Glamour didn't say that.
I
want the truth. Didn't say that.
Hey, I heard it come out of his mouth.
Not a lesson.
No, it'll be a lesson.
But
it is a lesson.
I said it, not Glam.
I'm giving Glam the credit because I heard it out of his mouth.
I want the truth. You couldn't have
Don't
heard
be
that.
mad. All right. Listen, you gonna get your props. I give you props on the time.
She's like a Cheshire cat. He knows he didn't say that.
Glam, I agree with Glam.
Life. He said life is a lesson learned.
That's what I'm. What does he say? What do you say? What am I saying that he ain't saying? It's a lesson. It's a lesson.
No, because he's not getting life in prison.
It would have been a lesson. It would have been if he did. Right?
You're saying that this is a lesson. I'm saying that this is a lesson. Glam said that life in prison is a lesson. Glam said this is not a lesson.
It's not a lesson in a couple of years, a couple of months. It's not a lesson. He needs to stay.
Listen, what I'm saying, it don't even have to be a lesson as in it's something major. Like it's a lesson. Like, listen, okay, I gotta step differently. If I'm gonna be a freak, I gotta step differently. I can't go like that. You understand?
Call up.
That's all I'm saying. He ain't gonna make it so public. Who's coming to the first Diddy party? I mean, that's gonna be like one of his worst parties. It's gonna be empty. It's gonna.
He's still having fucking parties.
Who said Diddy? A guy like Diddy is gonna stop partying? Are you kidding me?
Then a lesson wouldn't be learned because I would think that the same.
No. You can wait a minute. You can still have a party.
I don't know.
I think that gotta make it a freak off.
I don't know. I'm just saying I don't trust him, and I wouldn't trust people.
He can't be a menace to society if everybody enjoyed his party. Everybody, Leonardo DiCaprio, all them white dudes, all them black dudes, they all enjoyed his party. No, he's not. He can't be a menace. He's not a menace. Let's go to the party. Let's go to the party. P. Diddy not guilty party. I love it. Let's go. July 4th. Where's this at?
I'm not going nowhere.
I want the truth.
It ain't gonna be it.
Yo, you know how much music gonna be playing? Oh my God, they gonna play the whole Bad Boy.
They're gonna have him call in and they're gonna play him over the speaker.
I want the truth.
Don't be surprised. They gonna try to do it. What up? Yeah, they gonna. He gonna have the locks playing. He gonna have Total. He gonna have everybody in there. Everybody with me.
I want the truth. I want the truth.
All the artists that he done fucked over, even then he
He gonna have Shine. Yep, Shine. He gonna have all of them. That party gonna be crazy. He gonna have all of them.
Good music that came from the label, but and yo, Puffy was really just a high paid fucking A&R, and I'm standing on that. I don't. He never touched a fucking instrument. He never wrote a lyric.
Call up the show.
Hey, wait. Puffy, he knew his studio stuff. He's been around a long time. You ever saw?
Yeah, he has good ears. But they're not good enough to play.
He's been around for a long time. He's been around Heavy D. Heavy D was a studio guy. Remember Rob? Remember? You remember? Yeah, this is how far back. Remember him in Rob Bay's video? Did you see Puffy in Rob Bay's video? He's in Rob Bay's video. He was one of the dancers.
What does that mean?
He's been around for a long time to know. No, he could be A&R, but that nigga ran his company. He can't be an A&R dude and you running a company. Ain't no
okay,
way.
yeah, yes, he was also a businessman. I'm just saying,
he had his departments. He had his marketing. He had his A&R department. He had none of that.
I get that. He's a good businessman. But as far as to the music, he's a good businessman. But as far as what he contributed to music, it was only his ear. He had a good ear for beats and voices and shit like that.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. And first singles and shit like that. Other than that, Puff did not contribute to
that's like calling
with his pen or with an instrument. Or by being an engineer.
But that's not hip hop. Hip hop is not the instruments. They don't do that. They don't. So I don't know where you going. That's like saying
in the beat, in the writing, in the engineering.
He's done writing. He's done his own writing.
Stop lying. Now you're lying. The man said, "Don't worry if I write rhymes. I write checks."
Hold on.
Puff never wrote anything.
It's that way. So you think that is difficult to write? This is little lollipop verses. He sings choruses. He don't have to write for no other rapper. But them little lollipop verses, those are all his. That's simple joint. This simple Dr. Seuss rhymes that he does. He's not a lyricist like that, but he does his little verses. You know what I mean? Of course, you can hear in all his rhymes.
Whoever features on or whoever features on his songs, most of the time are the fucking writers of that song. He's never written a lyric ever.
Yes, he has. You can hear. I can bet you on that. I can bet that he wrote those lollipop lyrics. He didn't ask nobody to. Those are lollipop lyrics. You can write them. Those are ABC songs. Like you could hear it even when he rhymes. He don't sound like a rapper. He sounds like a 1982 rapper when he rapped. That's how he sounds. Hey, it's a little quiet over there. What's happening over here?
I'm sharing live.
He write rhymes and he don't write rhymes. He rhyme checks.
First of all, I'm not believing what is because too fucking many artists said that they done wrote for Puff and that he doesn't write. So this right
how
here.
Many songs does Puff? No, let's think about it. They write for Puff, but what does Puff have? What song does he have? He don't have no songs. So what are they writing?
Puff does have. So what do you mean? He just had a whole album. Puff has songs.
Well, I'm just saying with other artists. What is he writing? Most of
his music is.
He's not a single.
Like he had.
He doesn't have enough in the arsenal to write anything long. He's not like that.
Puff has an album.
Right, I understand. He has
I don't know how many, but just had an album that came out.
Is he lyrical on those albums? No, he's not lyrical on those albums.
I don't know what he is. It's still some kind of writing has to be involved, and he doesn't do it. And like I said, I don't believe this.
He has written.
Also known as P. Diddy, has written songs. He is credited as a songwriter on numerous.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's written songs.
I don't care what this says because, like I said, it's too many rappers.
He's written songs. What he's gonna just sit back? He's gonna be in the studio doing nothing. You think he has no input on anything? You think he said don't change those words over here? Say that.
That doesn't make you a writer. That doesn't make you a writer.
No,
You get credits for that, but that does not make you a writer. Saying instead of that.
No. What I'm saying is he has written songs. He has written for himself.
I think that he has changed a few words here and there.
No, you can't say that.
As far as sitting down and writing a verse, Puff has
I believe he wrote for Total. I think it's Total was a Total album.
Hell, are you serious?
Not killed. Yeah. He's written. What are you arguing about? You saying on what people saying, other people say. But I'm telling you, you just Googled it and you just Googled it and it said he's a songwriter. So what are you saying about? What are you saying? He's a songwriter. He's gonna be credited when he dies. He's not going to be known as an A&R person. He's going to be known as a music mogul that for hip hop and redefined it and all of this other stuff. Is going to say it's not going to be no A&R. It's going to be like he's a songwriter. It's going to be songwriter, rapper. It's going to list a whole bunch of accolades before they even get to what he did. And A&R is not going to be that.
Puff's top songs written by Puffy. The top song as a writer, number 1, "Honey" by Mariah Carey.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Oh
why wouldn't you believe? Do you believe? All right. How about this? Do you believe?
More money, more problems. He wrote "More Money, More."
Like what? That's like I said. Those are lollipop songs. Lollipop songs. Easy songs to write.
What makes that? Pull up.
Nigga said "All Day" by Kanye West was written by Puff.
Mm-hmm.
One more chance. My Biggie was written by Puff. Okay.
Yeah, like why wouldn't you believe that? Like all these years he's just hanging around. Like he's gonna write something.
Yes. Okay, whatever.
He's gonna write something.
I don't believe it, Granny. That's crazy.
I don't think it's. Why would that be crazy? He's around musicians all day. You think he didn't learn nothing from his young days? You know how long he been around music?
People, it doesn't matter.
It does matter. What are you talking about? How do you think you're around
music forever? Does not
have
mean
to be around music to know what you know, and he knows music. Why are you denying it? Like he's in the studio for what? What has he been doing? He created his own. He created his own label. He created his own music label. That's crazy for you to say that. For him not to know music, how are you creating a music label? Really? That don't even make sense.
I didn't say that he doesn't know. I said he's not a writer.
He knows music. It doesn't have to know an instrument. You're talking about an instrument. No, you don't have to play an instrument. None of these niggas know how to play an instrument. Dr. Dre don't know how to play an instrument. And he's gonna go down history as another songwriter and musician.
That's what I'm saying. Men lie, women lie, and numbers lie too now. Apparently,
I'm just saying he is a songwriter. He's not gonna not know how to write something after all this time.
Another human being can go and edit. That part doesn't matter.
Too much. He had to. You can't say he's not. You can't say he ain't write nothing. You can't say he ain't write. You can't say he ain't write when it's in your face. And you would deny the truth right in your face just to be okay. No, he's a songwriter, and you got to go with it. That's it. He wrote so and so, and he wrote so and so, and he wrote so and so, and that's what it is. And you're like, wow, really? Who? Of course he wrote it. You think Mariah Carey's a songwriter? Really?
I think that
who would you think would have more? No,
she is a vocalist. That music is written for her a lot of the time.
Well, why wouldn't Puffy write it for her? Why wouldn't Puffy write it? Yeah, why wouldn't he write it for her? If you just said that, then why wouldn't he write it for her?
I don't care. Don't put him in a category with everybody else. He's not a writer.
Like what? Like who? What? Dr. Dre? He does the same thing Dr. Dre does. Like
I want the truth.
Well, if Dr. Dre gets his raps written for him, then he's not a fucking songwriter either. He's a producer. He does more than what Puff does. He produces. And he runs a label. See, look at that. God don't like ugly. That's why you're frozen.
Okay, what happened to you, man? Let me down right now. Guy kick Kel out. He's passionate.
Come on, Kels. So now I know 2 things I can't argue with him. I can't talk to him about: Trump and Puff's songwriting.
I want the truth.
Yeah, Kel, Puff don't write no songs, brother. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I don't think that's happening.
Listen, there's too many artists that did videos saying that they wrote for him. What's those boys? The ones that did Pigeon.
Pigeon?
Yeah, and they made the song Cheesecake.
Oh, Sporty Thieves.
They wrote for that and they go all the time.
Where? I didn't know that.
Yes, they wrote for him because they were signed to him. But remember, they fell out because he had signed the band, and that's why they wrote Cheesecake.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Oh,
yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yes, Sporty Thieves wrote for him. Oh my gosh.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
That's not a songwriter. Kels, where you at? What happened?
He's Googling Diddy right now. He's Googling Diddler. So sorry to everybody watching. Please subscribe if you happen to subscribe. Please subscribe to the page and like and comment, please.
I want the truth.
Yeah, let me tell you before we go, right? So I stopped on Canal Street so I can get some fruit. So they have like the street parking is like from 10 or 7 to 10 and then 4 to 7 or whatever. So I had like 10 minutes. So I parked and I ran across the street, but something told me to turn around and look at the fucking car. Of course, the fucking ticket man is right there. I guess he don't know what to do because it's not 4 o'clock yet, but I didn't have a meter ticket in my window either. So I'm like, hey. So I poke out my stomach and I'm like, what happened? I just wanted to go get some fruit. Ma'am, why would you do that? You know that you cannot park here. I said, I know, but I have a baby in my belly and I just really wanted some fruit, sir. Please. Like, yeah, but $115 is not worth it. So I said, all right, please. He's like, all right, I will give you a pass today, but don't do it again.
Why you gotta sound like that?
Because that's how he sound.
Why you gotta sound like an Indian?
That's how he sound. When you and Kels was reading,
if he was black, how would he sound?
He would have sounded like me, or he probably would have called me all kind of bitches. Bitch, you're not supposed to be parked there, ho. So thank God he wasn't in there. But that's what we have in New York. Our traffic cops, most of them are Indian. But anyway, I just said that to say that, ladies, sometimes a little belly goes a long way.
Don't use that pregnant shit on y'all. Don't use that shit.
What? He let me, but I ran back across the street and I only got 5 mangoes because I felt like another traffic person was gonna come by and blah blah.
I
want the truth.
How many mangoes you need?
What you said?
How many mangoes you wanted?
Well, it depends on how many I can get for like $10. And today it was 6 for $5, so I would have got 12.
I ain't no Canal Street mangoes. Put it like that.
I want the truth.
I mean some Bronx mangoes. I ain't no Canal Street mangoes.
Well, I'm not going all the way to the Bronx. I'm not even going to the Bronx to visit my friends.
I want the
truth. No, but so yeah, because I make fruit salads every day. So
you make a mango fruit salad.
No, I do mango, strawberry, and like whatever I have. I usually have grapes. My bird eats grapes. Kels, where you at? My bird eats grapes and watermelon and whatever, So we usually have fruit. Shout out to the ladies with a little bit of belly.
Shout out to the ladies out there acting like you're pregnant to get you some mangoes in your body.
Or no, just to get whatever we want. A seat, a skip in the line.
You can't do that if you look like you're 90 years old. You gotta be of a certain age if you want to do that. Play it off like you're pregnant.
Yeah, of course. I mean, but if you're 90, just act like your back hurt. Oh, my back, my ankle.
I want the truth.
I'm dying on the floor.
Please. You always gotta take it there.
Put the ticket on my heart.
I'm falling, I can't get up.
I want the truth.
Listen, I just hope that I make it past 90.
We're not making it to 90.
You don't think so?
Your
ass might not.
Black people don't make it to 90. I'd be happy if I made it 80. If I made 80, I'm not happy.
Nah, black people do.
It don't matter. We all going there, so we gotta get there. Why we care about what we doing here? Unless you don't believe in the afterlife.
But we don't know what happened. We really don't know what happens.
It don't matter. We all going there, so it don't matter.
Granny, I want to be 120.
I want to be 150, but it don't matter. We all going there, so we got to end it.
Yeah, but you saying unless you don't believe, like we really don't know. Like if we go in the ground, that's fucking dead. Like that's it. We don't know, like what happens.
It don't matter. We going there.
It does matter. I want to, like right now, you're giving me anxiety. Like I feel like I can't breathe because I don't want to feel like that's it.
It is it. Like, it's show over, nigga. Life dead, nigga. You won't never.
No. I'm gonna be cremated anyway. But I just like
smoking Tupac ashes. Granny, you heard about that?
What happened?
You want your nigga to smoke your ashes?
No.
If you die tomorrow, can I smoke your ashes?
No, I wouldn't advise. I don't think that's healthy.
I want to smoke your ashes. I need to do.
Don't put my ashes in none of y'all spliffs. Don't smoke.
Granny. If Vince's passed away tomorrow, you want to smoke our ashes? Me and you have a blunt.
No, don't smoke on no Dana packs.
Me and Granny, we smoke on a Dana pack. Me and you, back and forth.
Listen, 10 years is like 10 years is so close, Granny. So
hey, you want to smoke on a vintage pack?
I don't want like I know I'm gonna be here in 10 years.
Look at that. We're gonna smoke you.
And
we're gonna smoke you.
No, you're not gonna smoke me.
Vintage pack.
No. But I would like to think that like if I can't come back as my son's mother again, I want to come back as a rainbow.
No, you want to come back as one of them fucking dirty cats that you got in your front.
What?
Some dirty ass cats you got in your backyard. That's what you want to come back as.
First of all, they're not dirty. Only one of them is dirty. He always looks very rusty. Like the hair on his back is always like jacked up.
Yeah, you feed him every night.
I do. That's the one that be drooling. When he starts drooling, he gotta get out. Damn! That nigga be having like I ain't never seen a cat drool before. He be having drool, and that shit just be dangling. Like I'm like Dominic, it's time for him to go.
Go. Rest in peace to Kel's cat.
Time for him to go.
Yeah, what you do with your cat? You threw in the garbage?
Rest in peace to Kel's cat. Why do you keep me? Yo, unlike you, people love their pets, so you cannot
It don't matter no more.
That.
You threw your cat in the garbage, right?
You can't speak about people's
I
pets
didn't
like
throw
that.
my cat in no garbage, nigga. I went outside and buried my cat.
I know where? By the train station?
No, I went up to Marshall Parkway.
You literally buried them?
Yeah.
How you pronounce that, Mushalu?
Why you just throwing the nigga in the garbage?
Nah, nigga. I read up on what to do first, and they said that you can bury the cat. You know,
Where?
you just can't throw the cat in the garbage. You got to call somebody and whatever the case may be. But
no, man.
I went in a wooded area on Marshall Parkway. I dug a hole, a deep hole, and I buried her. Ain't nobody know she was gone. That was it.
Yeah, that's not sanitary.
What's not
sanitary? That's very sanitary. Dirt is you could bury. How we bury things?
But where? In the park? You said?
Not in the park.
I'm trying to pronounce Mushalu. Like, what's the correct pronunciation?
Marshall Parkway.
Marshallu. Okay.
Yeah.
It was in the park?
Not in a park, but next to a park. But it was a dirted area, so I just put it in a dirty area away from everybody.
You never seen Pet Cemetery?
What that has to do with me burying my cat? Yes, I seen Pet Cemetery.
I'm just saying.
What that has to do with I ain't see her come back yet, so she good.
You can't.
Damn!
You can't bury them just any old where.
I listen. I have the videotape where I buried her. I was conscious. It was very nice, and it was like 3 a.m. I went bury her, and yeah, you know, she just died suddenly. I mean, she was getting old, but she had like a tumor coming out, her stomach.
Why don't you just put it in the garbage?
But will you stop saying that? my neighbor told my mother that his dog died, right? And he had him in a container in the backyard because he wanted to bury him. But we don't smell anything, so I don't know if he buried him already. But I do see a container out there.
Yeah, but by law, you bury a pet in the backyard. You could bury it if it's your house. You could bury a human being in the backyard.
Yeah, you can. You get a tax write-off too.
By law, you get a tax write-off for it. So
tax write-off.
And then this cat, right, that my son takes care of, one of them, he had some kind of like the vet said he must have got into like a fight and got scratched on his face or whatever, and then it turned into an abscess somehow. So the cat was scratching.
Cats in the house.
The cat was scratching and scratched the shit out of the damn abscess, right? So like green stuff was coming out of it. So my mother and my son took the cat to the vet.
You gotta pay for that. You know you gotta pay for that, right?
It was $250. Yes, got 2 shots.
Dirty ass free cats out of your house.
Clem, they were first born when we moved here.
Get them dirty cats, put them in a box.
Cat is not fucking dirty.
So
she keep them outside. She feed them. She good.
After the cat like scratched itself or whatever and went to the vet, I see it looked like the patch like it was shaved. So it's just I mentioned the pet cemetery because that's what this cat is kind of given, because it's like, how do you have that clean ass shaved patch right there? And then every time I'm in the kitchen, he's like right there next to me. If I'm eating in the dining room, he will sit right there and just stare at me. So he's just given very much, pet cemetery-ish, but he's never tried anything.
Kill him.
I think you're gonna be all right.
Put black poison in his food.
No, my son is about to get another one though. His manager's cat had kittens.
Another cat?
He's actually getting one, so it will be a home cat. Yeah, he's getting the kitten.
I need another cat.
You need another cat. Your cat dead. Nigga, you good. You free.
No, I got. Remember, I had a black one here.
Liam is waiting for his cat to fucking run away and never come back.
I hate that fucking.
I like my cat.
Like, I don't see what's wrong with them.
What? It's just fucking waste of time.
Granny said her goldfish is buried underneath her staircase.
Oh shit! It's what? Come on, Granny. You could have threw that cat. You could have threw that fish in the toilet.
And another fish is buried next to the bush.
That fish should have been in that toilet bowl, Granny. Bury that fish in that toilet bowl.
And she said when she had her ranch, all her animals was buried on the ground. I mean, that I can kind of get.
Kel, why you trying to flush your toilet, cat? You could try to flush it.
Flush my cat, nigga. You cruel, bro. I ain't even
like very, very cruel. I don't get it. You're not supposed to.
Why am I? You actually flush me. I think you angry that you miss your cat. You miss your cat, so you're angry.
He still has the cat.
You gotta cut him up. Let him look at. You gotta cut him up, then flush him. Cut him up.
I'll never do that.
What the fuck are you saying?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Cat is dead. It don't matter.
Peter.
He never spoke.
At least Kels and I, we do not condone
Cut the fucking
any
cat
of what this man over here is saying.
Flush
that nigga.
Pig blood on us.
Cat, flush him.
That nigga eat cat. Glamour eats.
Cut his body up and flush him. That's what you got to do, man. Oh, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. Tell me.
Why you care about a dead cat?
My cat?
Yeah, the dead cat. Cut him up and flush him.
No, I'm humane, so I know how to be a human being. I know how to bury things.
Non-human. Humane is giving a bum $1. Is a cat is dead.
Right, my cat is not a cockroach. I ain't just stomp on her. You just.
A cat is not living anymore anyway. You gotta get
right.
Liam doesn't have love for a human being that goes to jail. You want him to have love for
I don't give a fuck about a cat or a nigga that got a felony. I don't give a fuck.
Yo,
like a
but you sit here yelling free puff.
I'm free puff for the free cat for a free puff, but the cat gonna die.
My cat gonna be. It's gonna be all right. She lived long enough, 15 years, so she was good.
That cat dying too.
This one is only 2 years old. What are you talking about? She good.
Got left with him.
I got a long way to go.
I hate when people say, like, when they hear that I have a parrot, they say stupid
Yeah,
shit
the
like,
parrot.
you never thought about cooking it or frying? Like, what you say?
Hot wings, nigga. Hot wings, nigga.
That's mad dumb to say about somebody's pet. Like that shit pisses me off.
If you were dying and you need food to live, you wouldn't cook that parrot?
No.
If your life was on the line, you needed food to live, you wouldn't cook that parrot? Hot sauce?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't even be able to. If I lived on a farm and I raised animals, I wouldn't be able to
Hey, legal granny.
eat them.
I'm gonna eat your bird. I'm gonna come in your house and kill that shit.
You are. That's so. I'm hanging up now.
I'm gonna step on both of your cat's heads and I'm gonna kill that bird. I gotta come over and get some.
My cat, you can come in after my cat. My cat will come to your face first, bro. I'll be like, go ahead. I'll be like, go ahead, brother. See what you get. You gonna get a claw to your pants leg, nigga.
The cat can get the bottom part, and my parrot can get the top part of them.
Nigga, like my cat will see you, be like, immediately, her freaking whole back hair will go up on you.
Cat killer, nigga.
Her tail puff up on you, bro. Nah. She gonna jump. My cat agile. She mean when she ready.
Shout out to
I got a guard cat.
We back tomorrow, man. Just free Diddy, man. Please, free Diddy. Now I'm not talking about Diddy no more. I tell you tomorrow. Diddy's done. It's a wrap. We're gonna talk about Trump tomorrow, Kel. You ready for that?
No, we're not. I'll see
about
y'all.
this big, beautiful bill. Tomorrow's Thursday. You gotta pull up. Tomorrow,
Yeah, why not?
Big,
Why
beautiful bill. We're gonna talk about that big, beautiful bill. You ready for that?
Yeah, definitely. I gotta see what I just want to see what people gotta say. Right now, it is what it is.
Yeah, Glam's cat needs to start abusing him, Granny. Make sure you have your maracas tomorrow.
You're in this, Kel. He ready for tomorrow. He ready for tomorrow. We see you tomorrow.
Good night, y'all.